What up, Rawheads? This is Jesse and Mark again with Raw and Roasted Podcast. This is going to be episode 6. And we're here today with a really awesome guest. He's from We the Family, which is an independent music label controlled by Trap Terrell, who's another well-known YouTube artist. His name is Famous Ricoo. Welcome, Famous Ricoo.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? What's up? What's up?
And I'm gonna add because we don't have a producer yet, so I'm gonna be adding like all the sounds and everything afterwards. So
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
But yeah. So to start off with, I've got a bunch of notes here. Ship this one. Yes. So to first go off of the email that Trav sent us, because he sent us a little bit of tidbits to get us started, because there's not much. Well, I mean, I looked a lot online, like around you, to try and like research a little bit and see if I could find any like cool, like side notes. But everything's pretty well hidden on there, so it was good for him to send some stuff.
Right.
But let me pull that up. Where is? Okay, fuck it. I got a picture of it. That works. All right. So
you see,
okay, with you on We the Family, I know. Well, he said that you guys had met at a rapper event. What kind of rapper event was he talking about?
All right, so the way me and Trap Terrell met, it was crazy because my friend actually she sent me a link, right? Because I was out here in Mississippi and I just wanted, anything to pretty much practice or any type of performance to, get me out there or just get me in front of some people for the most part, you know what I mean? So she sent me this link. It was to this showcase. It was called Hood Idol. It was out here in Biloxi, Mississippi. It was called Hood Idol.
So like American Idol, but for the hood.
Yeah. So it was like some local little thing they had put together. Just a little showcase event for all the local artists. So, needless to say, I went to it, and on the way there, I was telling my girl, I'm like, man, I hope I don't go first. Like, I didn't want to open up the show. Soon as we get there, before I even make it into the club, I hear Famous Ricoo to the stage. I'm like, oh man, of course I'm gonna be the first, right?
Jesus.
So I go up there, I perform my little set or whatnot, and I come back out because I'm not even lit yet. You know what I mean? I'm on my way to the club. I was a little late for real, so I was surprised I even made it there for the performance and being first at that. So I did my performance and all that. I come back out, and it was a dude named, dang, what's his name? I think his name like Timmy or something. He's a white guy. He was with Trap, and I comes out the door and he's like, "Yo, bro, you killed it, bro. Let me introduce you to my boy Trap. Woo the woo." So he introduced me to Trap. At the time, of course, I didn't know who Trap was. Like, I didn't know to the extent of who he was. So, I'm just thinking it's just another person just saying, "Hey, you sound good." You know what I mean? So I go, I'm chopping it up with them, and Trap like, "Hey, I like you." You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the way you did that with the woo. You really did your thing. He was like, I wanna hit me up on Instagram. So I types in his Instagram. That's when I see the blue check mark. I'm like, whoa, like, and that was like before all the meta things where you could buy it and pay all that. So I'm like, wait, him?
Wait. You can buy those check marks now?
Yes, you can actually buy a check mark.
How much are they?
$10.99 or $15.99. I don't know. I've never purchased one, but
like
I know I've seen ads on them. Yeah.
Okay, but like what does that check mark do except show like a stat? Like, does it do anything for like the algorithm of like searching for people and stuff like that or something? Or does
not that I'm aware of? But
Okay.
like having
I
a
think it's
blue
more
check
like
mark on
insecurities.
Instagram or Twitter or Facebook is like, yo, I'm that guy. Like I'm actually, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
and that was before you can even buy it. Nowadays, sometimes it's like, did you really work for that or did you buy it?
I
You know what I'm saying? Because
Well, that'll
anybody
stop a
can
lot
get
of catfishers. That's definitely for
Well,
sure. I
that's
it.
mean,
literally
Yeah,
what it is. I think I can make 3 Facebook profiles with his name pretending to be him, but that blue check
yeah,
mark used to be no that like this that makes that lets you know that this is the real one though. So you're
right.
not getting
This is
right.
the
mixed up.
person, and this is their account.
That's crazy. All right, continue.
Yes.
Sorry.
So yeah, man, I'm chopping it up with Trap, and then I see the blue check mark, so I'm like, oh snap. So of course, I follow his Instagram, and how it started out is he wanted me to act in a couple videos. He was like, hey, you could come through, and I got a YouTube and blase. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm already knowing he got the blue check mark. So I'm like, that's cool. A nice little contact to have. That'll be, a nice little person to be cool with. Cause obviously he got a platform. He going places. He got an idea to have that. You know what I mean? So
Right.
then I see his YouTube, and I'm like, oh my god, what? And I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it because I was out here in Mississippi. So I'm like, yo, you're here? Like, whoa, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't believe that I came across somebody like that here. And long story short, man, we just been rocking ever since. The first series he put me in, right now at 400,000 views or something like that. Like, it's up there. Like, he been blessing me, he been blessing me and put me in good places and good positions, man. And that's my boy.
Are
And it's
you
crazy how we met though, because he had told me he was like, I had been well, he said J Boy, which is the DJ. He was like, he had been trying to get me to these events, these type of events for like 2, 3 years. I never came out. And he was like, this night I just so happened to be bored at the house, and I was like, I might as well go to this little event, and he came across me, and it's been history. Like ever since. Like
That's
it,
insane.
yeah, it had to be like faith by faith or destiny or what I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Like, but it was crazy. It was lit. What is a dab? Woo! I've only like tried dab like once or twice.
That's the only thing I smoke. I don't. I used to do flower like pretty much only, but after a while, because of how consistently I was smoking, just my tolerance went through the roof, and then it was
Right.
like I was having to smoke like 3 or 4
That's the
blunts
problem
to
I
my
get with
face.
the pen. I can't like it doesn't do nothing, dog.
Well, see the pen. I
Yeah,
I don't
that's how
mind the
it was sent
pens,
to.
but the pens. And tell me if this happens to you, Mark. Do you get like a weird aftertaste afterwards, though?
I don't. I would probably do. I've been using it like I use it every day, like most of the day. So like, it's to the point where like I wouldn't. I don't notice it at this point. Like it's become
I
so
feel.
normal. But like if I was, I would say it definitely is gotta right though. Like if you're not, especially if it's something you're not used to, like without a doubt.
Well,
I
no,
don't
it's
think
not
you
like
get
that.
around
It's
that.
like a very specific aftertaste, and I don't know why. Like,
I
and
mean, towards the end
it's
of
an
the
after.
life of it, for sure, you get that burnt taste. But
No. I know the burnt taste, but no,
Yeah.
the yeah, it's like a weird aftertaste. But continuing, so I got actually a few questions right now. So you were originally, so are you in Mississippi, or yeah, are you in Mississippi now, or are you still over in New Orleans?
Yeah, I'm actually in Mississippi right now. Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I'm residing at. It's way easier to work and be in the studio and work with trap and do our label things and do what I gotta do as an artist rather than coming from New Orleans every day.
Right. That's what I thought. But so because my question had to revolve around Mississippi, so if you didn't live there, it wouldn't make sense to ask you. But so with Mississippi, because food sucks here, in upstate New York. So I like to ask the guests, what's your favorite food spot, locally?
My favorite food spot locally. It would have to be this restaurant called Big Daddy.
Is
It's
that like a
on.
barbecue place?
Nah, it's like a soul food place. Kind of like it be having like
Ah,
fried chicken, fried fish. It be having like spaghetti with cheese, like red beans and rice, macaronis, cornbread. Yams, greens.
cornbread.
Yeah, like it be having all type of stuff. It be having fried pork chop, all type of stuff. And it switcheroo sometimes. Like it switch the menu sometimes, and it's
That's what's up.
real good. It's real good. And
Now,
at the
now, Mark, you live out closer to Rochester. What's a good
I
food
do
spot
now.
over?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's a good food spot over there?
To be
Because,
honest
like I
with you,
said, nothing's here.
I got something for that though. I won't lie. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, just naturally like cautious with restaurants that I go to. Like I don't really stray
right.
too far from the path I know. But uh, my girlfriend actually brought me to this place out in Penn Yan, which is a little bit past me. Uh, Dude, it's the best Mexican spot I've probably ever been to for sure. Like
Is
it's
it
called
like actual
Okay.
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
okay?
yeah. Like it's the whole real deal. Like it ain't no Taco Bell, dog. Like this is real.
So it's
Uh,
real deal, like
yeah, it's called
all the
Casa
toppings.
Mezcal. I don't even think I'm saying it right, but that's the name of the place, dude.
Because I feel like Mexican places and stuff like that are popping up more and more, and they're always not like they're always
It
like
depends
chain
though.
restaurant Mexican food and stuff like that, and it's
Yeah,
not the same thing. And like my wife being from Honduras, she knows what like
the
real
difference,
tacos and
Oh,
shit is
right?
supposed to taste like,
shoot, right,
and
bro.
she gets pissed off when she sees that shit. She's like, I'm not touching that. But
Nah, you could.
yeah,
I feel like you could tell though by like genuinely, like you could tell by who owns it. Truthfully, like because Taco Bell,
Yeah,
come on now, you know that's about to be like
that's
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 it's
some
gonna
true.
be a regular taco. Yeah, it ain't gonna
If
be
the
too much lettuce, cheese, and tomato with some sauce. That's it.
that's it.
You know
That's
what? I just thought of it. If the owner is on the premises, it's gonna be a good
Dude,
restaurant. And it's gonna be
I
a
would
good Mexican
right.
restaurant.
every single time. I've probably been there 6 times now. And all 6 times, there's a dude in a blue shirt that walks around, and you could tell he runs the show, dude. Like he's whispering in people's ear, like "Go do this, go do that." Like man,
Right.
standing on business up in there, dude. I tell
And
you.
when you see that, you know it's gonna be good.
Oh, it's about to be some good food for sure.
Dude, when I went to Nashville, I can't forget. I went to this place called like Sliders or whatever. And they had like all these different type of burger sliders, like ones that I'd never even heard of, with like peanut butter and jelly and like weird concoctions like that, like butter jam and weird shit. But
That's
everything
crazy.
from there was so fucking good. And still way cheaper than anything I would pay for here, even from McDonald's. Which is crazy.
Yeah. I've been
Because
to New York one time. I went to New York City before.
It's not even the same. I promise you. I swear to God. From where
New
we're
York
from
City,
versus that's like
yeah, New York City is
a whole
much
nother
better
thing.
food than up here, but
You got
because
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah, we're basically in the exact, well, I'm in the exact middle of the state. He's a little over towards the left.
I'm towards like Buffalo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you got the Buffalo Bills around the corner.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
His
So
favorite
are you
literally
team.
an
a
hour
fan of
away.
Buffalo? Like,
It's an hour away from me. I can go to any game I want now. Originally, I was from the same area he was, so now I'm definitely glad to be closer out here for sure.
oh, that's lit.
No, let
There's
me
real
ask you this:
sunshine out here, dog.
since you're closer there, if they ask again this year for winter time for volunteers for exchange for those tickets, will you do that to shovel that fucking stadium?
Oh, you'll catch me out there, no doubt, for sure. I'll
What?
be in
They
there in my
have
best snow pants, dog. I'll be sitting there
So
laying in
yeah,
snow all day, dude.
yeah,
I'm
Rico.
pumped for sure.
So last year when it got really bad and it snowed real bad in the stadium, they had so much snow that they actually basically asked anybody that would come
On
from the
Facebook.
public, yeah, basically on Facebook, and said, if you come and shovel, what we'll do is we'll supply you with drinks and like a hot meal and stuff like that, and we'll also
Wow.
give you tickets for the game in exchange.
Oh
Um,
wow, that's you. Hey, you can't beat that.
Oh
no,
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 they literally
absolutely
just
not.
wanted
I
like
definitely for the
fire
Saints.
hydrants shoveled out too. Like through the city, they did
I
another
would.
one, not just the stadium. It's
Really?
wild. Oh, is it the same thing? Yeah,
So
they
they
just
let you
wanted
get
the
tickets.
yeah. If you did the fire hydrants, because they needed them for like in case there's a fire, obviously, so firemen can access them. And they were all fucking covered in snow, so they were like, "Yo, come out here, do this shit. We'll hook you up."
And
Oh,
Buffalo
wow.
is the only team that's going to be able to do something like that too.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I don't know. I feel like
Yeah, the
Minnesota
Saints.
gets help though.
The only thing the Saints could do is offer free tickets for hurricane cleanup. That's it. That's about all we can do. We don't get snow down here.
So you're a Saints fan?
Oh yes, sir. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana.
I still have a grudge against the
Contrary to
Saints
Coach.
for the Colts and beating them in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, man. We had to do it to him.
If
man.
I was gonna lose to somebody, I'm glad it was Drew Brees.
Right. Even though they never gave my man's the MVP, I don't know as many seasons as he had. Like he had, never gave.
That was ridiculous that he didn't get that too. I was actually really surprised that year because usually, if you're the quarterback of the Super Bowl team, that's what you're getting. Either that or it's the running whoever did the most of the pull, but he definitely did most of the pull during that time.
And they never gave it to him. As many records as he broke, as many yards, touchdowns, good years, playoff runs, he never got the MVP of the NFL. Not one time.
Now, speaking of sports, Rico, do you watch the NBA or do you care about the NBA at all?
I know, like I watch playoff NBA, but I don't watch the regular season. I'm not a huge NBA fan.
So, were you ever like back in the day? Did you watch it more when it was like the older generation, like Kobe, like LeBron, younger and shit like that?
Nah, I always played football, so
Okay.
I'm a big football fan. I play NBA 2K the game because that's my boys play that, and I know how to play basketball and whatnot. But unless it's playoffs, I don't really. Nah.
So the only reason I brought that up is because you were mentioning how Drew Brees never got his 2 cents on it. But I was thinking when you brought that up, I was thinking about the Nuggets because back in the day, in 2009, they had the best fucking team that you could ever see on the fucking court. They had Allen Iverson, Chauncey Billups, Carmelo Anthony, Nene, Birdman. Then they had J.R. Smith on as a 6-man. Bro, they were fucking and the fact that they didn't win that year pisses me. Well, it's because AI didn't stay the whole year, and then Chauncey got injured and stuff like that. But if nobody gives that team the credit that they deserve, because they're always looking at the big three and shit.
Team. Like that was Golden State before Golden State.
Right. And dude, every time I think about that, it makes me mad because that was back when I played 2K9. That was my favorite team to use. It was an underdog team. Nobody thought about them, and then they were just fucking lit.
See, back then I was playing Madden. I wasn't even playing 2K back then. See, I just been on football all my life. Down here in the South, basketball is more like up north and Midwest. Down here in the South,
I feel that
football.
Hockey's big.
Oh, y'all love hockey out there?
Hockey's not big around here. Shut the.
You insane? Maybe not NHL for sure. I'll give you that, but AHL hockey around here is big.
Okay. I will say this. We care about more of the less cared about sports up here than other people do, like lacrosse and hockey.
I was just gonna say lacrosse.
Okay, so I will get because I thought about it for a second. I was like, "You're right." I was like, "Lacrosse."
That's what I'm saying, if you section it out, like NHL, yeah, of course it's not big around here. The only team you hear about up here, obviously, is the Sabres. Like I said, it's not really big around here. And the only people
what about soccer?
Soccer, I don't. I mean, me personally, it's not in my circle at all.
Yeah, that's more. I mean, I watch the World Cup. That's the only thing I'll watch, but that's because my wife likes to watch it, and then I also always root for oh shit, what's the country name? Oh fuck, I can't remember. It was I remember I saw it once upon a time, and Uruguay. That's
Uruguay.
It. Yep, I always root for Uruguay. I can't explain why. It started randomly a long time ago, and then I just kept continuing it.
I used to use it in FIFA. Like
Yep, I use them in FIFA too.
I would use them in FIFA, and that's how I start liking Uruguay. But I like Brazil for real. Like that's my squad. I love Brazil. I don't know why. I just like their colors and the way they play, and it's a good nation. Like I like Brazil.
Brazil's colors are really nice. Their jerseys and everything are always good every year. I can't say the same thing about the USA's. I mean, there's so much you can do
USA,
with fucking red and blue and white. I mean, I personally
USA,
don't even like that.
we are ridiculous in soccer. Like I don't even root for us. I don't even expect for us to make it past preliminary rounds. You know what I mean? Like when do you hear Uruguay? I mean, when do you hear the US ever in the finals of anything? As far as soccer,
True.
you don't ever hear
No, that's fair.
it.
Did I get all my
Uh,
soccer updates?
Nah,
Where I work, we got these couple Bosnian kids, and they always keep me updated on soccer because they're heavy into it, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure every single one of them, they all play on a team together. Like, it's crazy.
so, real quick, guys, I got a message up from the software, or whatever. Rico, it says that your device storage is running low. It says you might not have enough storage to continue recording. It might just be fucking up, but
Okay. So what should I do real quick?
What are you on right now? Are you on a laptop or are you on your phone?
No, I'm on my phone right now.
Do you have a laptop?
I don't have my charger right now.
Okay. All right. It should be fine. It should be
We'll
fine.
find out. We'll do. I mean,
Yeah, we'll find out.
let's see. Let's see. We ain't never encountered that before. We'll see.
Yeah.
Dang.
But
It should be all right though.
yeah. I mean,
So
it'll
is it
download to a
like
local drive though, so I don't know why it would need to be hit. I think that's just a fuck up. I think we're gonna be fine.
We're gonna have to cut that out.
okay? So it's gonna be saving on y'all end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Long as I'm still on y'all screen talking, I should be fine, right?
Yeah.
Insert ad for Happy Dads here.
Insert.
Insert.
All right. So moving on. Sorry about that, folks. All right, back onto that after some technical difficulties.
Can you still see me?
Yeah, we can still see you and hear you and everything.
You're good.
Okay, cool.
So I have a few other questions written down and stuff like that. So with you being musically talented and stuff like that, do you have any other like secret talents that people might not know about?
Actually, I just started playing guitar. I'm pretty decent at it. I'm not like Superman on it yet, but I can play to a song, and when I find a note, I can play to any song.
You're already further than most people, so
Yeah, pretty much. Like I just started playing guitar. I can dance really well.
okay.
Obviously I sing. I do a little rapping. I freestyle. That's kind of local things because the area and environment. That's just a given. Like we like to turn on music and freestyle, like freestyle rap or something. You know what I mean? And
So I've always liked to ask because I in a majority of like traps, yours and like a majority of people's freestyles, they have the mic hanging here. What is the mechanism? What are you guys using to do that? I've always wanted to know. It's just a weird.
Oh man, I. So all you need to create that is literally you. It's like a tripod or whatever, but it's like tall, right? It's one of those bigger ones, but it has a tripod base, right? And you lift it up, and there's another arm that goes like that. Like it's an arm that goes like that you can lift up vertically, and then there's an arm that goes horizontal. So what you do is lift this arm up. This arm right here, you connect your mic and hangs down from that. And all you gotta do is keep this arm out of the frame. So
Okay.
it gives the illusion like if the frame is from here to here, and the arms are over here, right, out of the frame, then all you're gonna see is the mic hanging down. And all you have to do is level it with
It's
the artist
magical.
mouth.
This is what I was picturing though. This is what I was picturing. I was picturing a guy on the side holding it for you, just like.
Oh,
Like a fish
no.
bowl. He's got like a fishing bowl out there.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that would be hilarious though.
On
Like
a
a
real
guy
note,
on the
though.
ladder, just like, is that good? Is that good?
Yo, you guys ever seen Kevin Smith's not Kevin Smith fucking what's the big dude from Grown Ups and
Fuck.
shit.
If you were to ask me, I literally just had this conversation at work with somebody. We were trying to. It was a
Right
Grown
on
Ups
it.
reference, and we were trying to figure it out. It's
He was in Here Comes the Boom.
yeah, also
Kings and
Paul
Queens.
Martin Malkoff.
Yes.
The two
We all
idiots.
know who I'm
Dang.
talking about.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, as long as we all know who I'm talking about.
Right.
That dude, you know that dude, how he makes those videos for, I think it's like Funny or Die, where like he's like the sound boom guy and like those like very like serious scenes and films and shit like that, and he's like reacting to it from the sidelines. He should do that for music videos, but for like hood freestyles and shit like that, where he's just like sitting there like
Just to get the
Yeah,
record
that would
straight,
be
it's Kevin
lit.
James.
Kevin
That would
James.
be lit.
That's what
You
we were
heard it
trying to
here
get at.
first.
It's Kevin James.
I
So,
apologize,
look
Kevin
that up.
James. I won't forget your name again, I promise. But yeah. So with your music and everything, I know I've seen you because you keep pumping out content and stuff like that, and I've seen you
Sir.
have a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of freestyles and everything like that, which I've listened to a majority of like your freestyles and your covers and everything like that. I want to say I probably listened to all of it, but I might have missed a few here and there and stuff like that. But just to know, like a few of my favorites were like the Not Like Us freestyle that you did. I fucked with that
Okay.
hard. The Del Rey remix, that was
Yeah, that
nice.
one actually just dropped not too long ago, like 4 days ago.
Yeah, your voice really matches that beat very well. Which is
Appreciate
like
that.
what I really like that. And I know that are you gonna be are you like working on like a specific project that's gonna be coming out eventually later on, like another mixtape or album or something like that?
It's been talks about releasing another album here in the near future, but as of right now, I'm still a up and coming artist, so I'm still focused on growing. But yeah, I am thinking about, what I'm saying, me and Trap have been talking about going ahead and releasing a new album.
Okay. And is Trap gonna so if you guys do an album together, is it gonna be like strictly storytelling, or is it gonna be also like a mix of your type of like song genre too, where it's more of laid back type style?
Oh, so you're asking if me and Trap gonna release an album, like if we
Well,
working on a project?
oh yeah, that's what I was at. Well, I thought that's what you were talking about at first. I thought you were saying that you guys were talking about coming out with an album together, not
Oh
talking
no
about
no
you.
no 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 no. No,
Okay.
I was saying like within the label. He's my label manager and the CEO.
Right.
So yeah, I like within the label. It has been talks of like releasing a new album as far as for famous Rico, and I'm not sure about a specific timing as of right now, but it's coming soon. Just stay tuned. I promise.
Right. And because I did ask Trav about this, but we didn't really get much into detail. He did say that you guys have done like some live performance, and obviously you said that you did a live performance to meet
Yes,
in the
sir.
beginning of meeting Trav. Where do you guys usually like perform and stuff like that? Is it like local clubs, or is it like theaters?
Yeah,
Like where?
we do like local clubs, local events, you know what I'm saying, private events sometime, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this is how podcasts go. Sometimes you go from things to things.
Listen,
Right,
talking
right.
about
You was asking
things
me
not
something,
going.
man, and I was
Yeah,
just gonna start
so
explaining.
talking
I
about things that
forgot.
aren't going the right way, dude. I
Right.
had
No.
I had this
Yeah.
debate with my girlfriend though. Like we were out earlier. I had to get some stuff done for her, and
Right.
we stopped and got some food, dog. We stopped at Wendy's, right? Easy, quick, it's fine. She got a frosty with fries. I also did, except The difference is, dog, I was dipping my fries in ketchup. She's going straight into the milkshake. And I think that's some. Listen, this is
There's
gonna
some
be another
people.
hot take. This is gonna be another hot take, just like the Spider-Man thing. This is gonna be another one.
I think you'll be surprised how many people
think that's
actually do
wild.
that.
I feel like that's a wild thing. That's supposed to be your dessert, dog. You ain't supposed to be dipping no fries in there.
What's
I'm not gonna
more
fucking
The
do
wild?
it.
milkshake.
What's more wild is seeing somebody dip
100%.
French fries in mayonnaise. Okay, if you see,
Unacceptable.
it
That is
happens.
wild.
It
It
should.
happens, and
Yeah.
but the frosty thing, like, no, that's like a known thing for Wendy's. Like, people say like it's good or whatever. Like, I
Wow.
understand how,
That
like, sweet and savory can go together, but like not that.
No.
I
I'm
don't.
gonna take a shot
Hell
to
no.
that because
That's dude,
I don't think that go together. I just
I
don't
would join, but
understand.
I got the happy dad, so I'll just.
I'm gonna just drink. See, right now I'm drinking on, the
That's some
that
shit that makes me
milk.
want to drink. Like that's an absurd thing. You go, all right, I got these fries, and now I'm gonna put them in my super sweet ass milkshake. That's gonna the salt alone, like dairy and salt, dog. That in my mind, it doesn't.
Right, stomach
Okay.
I don't know.
problems on the horizon.
That's what I'm saying. Like, God forbid you got something going on.
But growing up,
Day.
But growing up, I mean, we all as kids had one weird thing that we had, like a concoction that we ate, like growing up. Like for me, I can remember, like, there was one thing where I used to, and I don't do it anymore, thank God. I haven't done it for a very long time.
I feel like
But salt and vinegar chips, I used to dip that in Coke. Don't know why.
Wow,
the sauce.
it didn't make it soggy.
Like
or anything?
no. We're not talking about the white snow devil. We're talking about Coca-Cola. All right, Coca-Cola. Yeah, I would dip it in Coke.
Could have fooled me, dog. I don't know,
And for some reason, that tasted good to me. I don't know why. But
Dude.
yeah. But what about you guys?
That's funny.
Mine was. I don't even think it's that weird, honestly. So I would get like that Kraft box mac and cheese, right? I'm talking like that cheap stuff, dog. You can mix it with like anything you want.
That's the best.
Yeah, for sure. Like I enjoy it. But what I used to do as a kid, I used to get it all out, cook it all up, and then I'd get ketchup and I would mix it in there, and that's how I'd eat it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, listen.
So my weird food thing when I was a kid was putting ketchup in my red beans and rice. That's what I did, and it tasted so good. Like I
Definitely
don't know
most
what it's
weird
for, but
concoctions are mixed with ketchup.
That's not that weird though, because to me, honestly, like rice. That's one thing I argue with my wife about. She loves rice. I tell her rice tastes like nothing to me. Like it's just eating nothing. And so,
Yeah.
like adding ketchup and stuff like that, especially especially when you got like Spanish rice from like the school or some shit, or
Ooh.
like the youth center or church or whatever the fuck it was. Like that shit always tasted like nothing, so you had to drown it in either hot sauce or something else or whatever to get like some kind of taste or whatever.
Salt and pepper, dog, on the Spanish rice.
That's what I used
Ketchup
to
is
do.
wild.
Like with my red beans, I would have to have ketchup with my red beans. Like it didn't matter. Like it was crazy. It was a weird like type of concoction or a craving that I had. But every time I had red beans, I had to put ketchup. Now it's cornbread. I have to put the cornbread. I mix it up in there. Oh, it's so good.
I actually, I forgot that I had this pulled up because I said mayonnaise, and that's a good puller into this. So, did you guys see that when was this posted? Like a couple days ago. It was like 4 or 5 days ago. Physicists are saying that they solved a nuclear fusion mystery with mayonnaise.
Wait, what? Tell me more.
So I was reading into it earlier, and so basically what they're saying is that mayonnaise, when it's pressurized and heated up to a certain point, it works, or like it has the same properties, or it flows the same way as magma. So they're able to use it to help produce nuclear fusion at a ultra hot rate without causing any deterioration or something like that. And now the only thing that comes to mind when I was reading all this was that what fat son of a bitch was eating a goddamn sandwich in the fucking lab and dropped mayonnaise in there and then was like, wait, that could work. That could work.
Right?
Like
Like
what? Like
what?
how do you come across that? Like
What?
that? Those things don't even come in the same like wheelhouse. I don't understand how somebody came up with mayonnaise as I just it's insane.
Listen,
You never know with science. What I believe is they be up in them labs literally experimenting on different things and different outcomes, and whatever works, that's what they go with.
I'm not gonna deny that. I mean, fucking the government's doing a bunch of crazy shit, a
Right?
bunch that we don't know, and then some have been disclosed, and now that we do know, and we're still like, oh yeah, that was okay. Yep, MK Ultra. Yep, brainwashing. That was okay.
this shit
Right.
went dark
Oh, that's
mad quick.
okay. That
Yeah,
wasn't
dude. When you get into
everybody.
those files, bro, the files that they released, like if you go into a deep rabbit hole, you'll get super fucking
Just
depressed.
dog, just
Yeah.
like we talked about
I
on that
found
last
myself going.
episode. You gotta stay out of them rabbit holes for sure. You get lost like Alice in Wonderland, you be gone, dog.
Right.
Good
And I
luck.
found
Hmm.
myself going down rabbit holes plenty of time. Like I watch like especially like the Illuminati videos. Oh my god. I'd be like neck
Fuck
deep in them
that.
things. Like
Well,
bro,
with shorts
40-minute
and
videos. I'm
TikToks
up there
now,
binge watching them at 2 o'clock in the morning.
right? With the TikToks, they make it fucking like because nowadays we're able to get such a small bit of or a big amount of information in such a small amount of time through these TikToks and shorts and stuff like that.
Right.
That then we just continuously keep watching more and more and more in that, and like I I've got my wife to like slow down on it, but I was judging her for a long time because of how much she was on TikTok, and I was like, look at how much time you're on TikTok. Like, actually look at your analytics. And then she looked at it, and then she stopped. She was like, "That's actually really bad. Like, it's fucking
I don't
Yeah.
even
terrible."
want to know mine, dog. That's gotta be terrible because I'm always watching clips.
And Trap did mention that you got kids. He said you got three.
Yes, sir. I have 3 kids, man.
How old?
3 of them. 9, 6, and 1.
Okay. Are they all different mamas or same mama?
Nah, my first two is with their first mom. That's the same mom, and then my girl that I'm with now. That's who I have my 1-year-old with.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Are you guys married or are you guys just still chilling?
No, we still chilling right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused on my career. Um, I feel like with time we gonna get to that point. Maybe, but as of right
Right.
now, it's just more about focusing on my career, and we could handle that later.
Right. I
when
got
when
you.
I got 10 million in my bank account, and we could go anywhere, then we could talk
Right.
talk real good. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
And so with kids and stuff like that, how does like the work life balance how is that affected or stuff like that? Like how have you been able to like master that throughout the years?
Well, for the most part, like they say, man, it take a village. You know what I mean? So it's like really like a team. What I got going on, I work. I'm a great father, so I'm real good with both of my baby mothers. So it's not like, oh, this baby mother give me problems, this one don't, or this one give me
I
problems, that
feel
one
like
don't.
that's very important too to make a situation like that work where you're constantly
Right,
trying to improve yourself, but you want to be there as well. I feel like
right.
you
So
gotta have that
I'm not just
relationship.
like out here just like, oh, I impregnated a woman and I'll just disappear or go do it to the next one. Like, nah, like I'm actually in
No,
my children's life, and I'm a good dad. So for the most part, everything is copacetic. Sometimes we may have to switcheroo some things, and this one might have to do this, or that one might have to compromise to do this or whatever. But at the end of the day, we make it work for the good of the kids, for the good of my career. Whatever we got to do, we make it work.
for sure. Now, do you think that it's becoming like? Obviously, it's not the case with you, but it in general in America, like, do you think that it is becoming a more common thing to where priorities are getting shifted to the point where there is a lot of absent fathers? Do you think that that's becoming more and more common or less common?
Yeah, I think it's becoming way more common, especially like in the black community. I could speak from that standpoint. Like in the black community, it's becoming way more common, especially with like social media. Everybody got something to prove. everybody want to put on, and everything's a facade. They'll pull up on one holiday out the year and post pictures, and everybody think they're a great parent. Whole time the kids are with their
Facebook
moms.
moms
You know
and
what I
dads.
mean? Like the kids
Right.
are with the grandmother. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
so. Yeah, it's definitely becoming more and more common, and it's a sad case, but that's really like besides me being a good person in general, that's really what made me step up because I always told myself I don't want to be a statistic. I don't want to
yeah,
be that in that 90% they talking about in school, like, oh, ninety
for
percent
sure.
of African American households have a single parent household. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in that statistic. I want my kids to be like, yeah, daddy came to graduation, he came to award ceremony, daddy
For
took
sure.
me to Chuck E. Cheese, and we had fun, and I love that. I miss that. I want to go back. That's what I love. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So
That's
with
very cool, man. I couldn't have put it better myself.
with your 9-year-old, since he's getting a little older now, what's his interest or lying into? Like, is he getting behind you in like music? Like, does he like music as well, or is he getting more into sports? Or
Well, my 9-year-old is actually a girl.
oh, well, I mean, still, I'm
Making bold
Yeah, I
assumptions
know.
there.
I
sorry.
know.
I thought he said 9-year-old boy. My bad. So
Nah, nah.
I'm
I
over
have
here. I'm over here doing this at the same time. Okay, I'm
I
just trying to
have
focus.
the 9-year-old is a girl, my 6-year-old is a boy, and then my 1-year-old is a girl as well. But my
Okay.
9-year-old, well, she just like growing into herself. She's at that tender age to where she's like trying to explore the little beauty. Oh, mommy, I want my hair like this, and she'll tell me, oh, daddy, can you let's do a nail date or something like that. You know what I mean? She's at that age, and she likes cheerleading. She likes cheerleading. I had to pay $60 for 3 days worth of cheerleading.
Oh
sixty
my
dollars
God.
for 3 days. You
Speaking of
know?
that, okay, so speaking of cheerleading, so my daughter is turning 7 in December. And my wife wanted to get her into like a cheerleading camp this summer at like one of our local community things. And I looked at like the amount of time that they do for the kids or whatever, and then what ages they're with, how many kids there are, and then what's the price of it. Now, they had it for an hour, or no, it wasn't even an hour. It was 45 minutes or something like that for like, I want to say like $90 for the camp or whatever, for 45 minutes a week or twice a week or whatever of them doing cheerleading together. I go. First of all, I go, they're gonna bring multiple kids there. I go, do you? I've worked at a kids camp. I've worked with kids activities and stuff like that. Getting kids on task. First of all, it's gonna be the first fucking 30 minutes of the goddamn thing, and then you're expecting
Right.
them to learn. I was like, no, that's a big waste of money. I was like, we're not gonna do
Right. Like,
that.
it's going to take 30 minutes to get them warmed up, stretches, and okay, guys, let's go settle
Right.
down and get them all in groups and stuff like that.
Because
What?
when I worked at a kids camp, and when we were like working the activities and shit like that, and we had the people, so like it was kind of like school almost, like they had periods, so like kids would go from
Okay.
activity to activity and shit. And when they would come there, it would take at least 15 minutes just to get everybody to fucking settle down and get them on task and stuff like that. And that only left us like 20 minutes to like actually play, because then we had like 10
Wow.
minutes to clean up and shit and stuff like that. So I know, like, yeah, cheerleading. I One thing I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and do is ballet here soon. She does
Oh,
want to do
man.
ballet.
Get ready, my boy. It's coming.
Oh, dude! And the funny thing is, too, is right across the street from us is a place for ballet. Granted, it's not the cheapest, but
Hey,
it's gonna have to
that's
do.
very convenient.
Right. I mean, it's
Honestly,
gonna
that's
be
very
easier for
convenient.
her.
I
Right.
would say that's very convenient because I would love that. Because you know what I would do? Send the wife down there. Go ahead and be with our little princess. If you need me, call me. I'm right across the street. Toodles. Go have a good time.
That's what I told her. I said, if she's gonna do that, I said you're gonna be the one sitting there and deal with that. And
Right.
also,
If anything happens, I'm literally right across the street.
she wants them to play soccer too. And I told her,
Oh, my son loves soccer.
you're not thinking about you and us. You're not thinking about what we'll be able to handle sitting through and watching repeatedly. I was like, soccer, I can't even watch professionals do it. I was like,
The
Little
shingles might
kids
be
are gonna
better
be
though.
tackling
It might
each
be
other.
better though. I'm just saying,
that too. They
arguably,
just end
that
up
might be-
tackling, and then it becomes fucking rugby.
But it might be more
Sure.
entertaining
It's
than
like-
watching professional soccer, though. It might be better, honestly.
Yes, man. Little kids soccer games are so hilarious, man. The little
I don't
kids,
doubt
they're
it,
all
dog.
just
It's
like tunnel vision, running toward the ball, bobblehead falling across
getting
each other,
plowed over like an NFL linebacker, dude.
right, like.
Oh yeah, we going up now. Oh yeah, we going up now, nah, 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 nah. Oh yeah, we going up now, nah, 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 nah. Oh yeah, we going up, dripping all of this sauce, baby. You chose to leave, that's your loss, babe. I know you'd rather be with your friends, so let the fun begin. I'm stepping out, shake it off, baby. Whoa. They telling me to toughen up. We got women and models in the club, and I just want you. Oh yeah, we going up, nah, nah. Can't explain it, I've been thinking, baby. Sometimes I just want your touch. It's so amazing, girl, it drives me crazy. It was hard to give it up, but I had to move on. Move on, let go of love. Girl, I feel so crazy when I'm not with you, baby. Sometimes I just miss your love. I know you've been around the world and you've seen a lot of faces, but you never seen this love. Though we ended the relation, sometimes I think of you, baby.